maybe it was coming out of LAX or coming into LAX.
LAX is pretty far from here.
Right, it's like an hour, right?
Yeah.
Are those things taking off or landing?
Taking off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're gigantic. And they're literally just taking off.
Yeah. There was like what,
probably-
like one plane during OTAV? I didn't understand it. That was crazy.
Later in the day.
Well, yeah, later in the day, and it was what, Saturday?
Friday.
Yeah, Saturday.
So it was probably like Burbank must be mostly freight
Yeah.
because like it
During business hours, too. Cause
exactly. So like the weekends, it's like
Because LAX, when we were at the semis, I mean, I was...
Every 20 seconds.
Yeah.
It was perfect. My window overlooked the pool, and I saw a plane
Dang, I'm
every
so
20
jealous.
seconds.
So jealous.
It was sick.
yeah, that was awesome.
It was
Me
sick.
too. That's all I wanted to do.
Wait, did you see them
going?
taking off or landing?
Landing.
Yeah. That was cool. I liked watching them.
Me too,
land.
I
I was just looking at a rooftop.
I was like counting and like
I couldn't see shit.
dreaming about being on one.
Yeah, right.
At the summer.
I mean, now never more than ever. Every
At
time
the
I see a
summer.
plane, I'm like, I want to be on that plane.
Really?
I wonder where it's going.
You didn't see any
Can I go on
planes?
it?
No.
What do I do?
didn't see any planes.
How do I go on
never
it?
seen planes at all.
Wow.
I remember looking for the Hollywood sign for days.
Huh?
I was looking for the Hollywood sign for days.
You were?
Yeah, you could see it at semis.
You could, yeah. Well, not from my room,
From
but
my
from
room,
other
you couldn't.
people's.
From the other one you could.
Oh, that's cool.
I got so hyped.
Hollywood's such a piece of shit.
It's awful.
Such a piece of shit.
It's terrible.
I felt awkward walking around it.
Me
I was like, I don't know
too.
where to go.
I was
It's
like,
like, you're
I mean,
like-
I'd been there before, but I was like
They
a
should've
little.
dropped you off.
expected.
They should have dropped you off in West Hollywood, the gay section.
Yeah.
It's the greatest, cleanest, most fun, like upbeat.
I just loved seeing the Hollywood sign so crazy clear.
West Hollywood's great. Hollywood's not.
I don't even know where I walked. I walked towards the Hollywood sign, and then it was in like a residential, and I was like, I need to
Really?
walk back. Yeah, I didn't know where to fucking
You
walk.
walked up the hills?
Yeah.
You whacked up the
I
heels?
walked up them, and then I came back down them, and then I came down Hollywood, but I walked up, over, and then up Hollywood Boulevard.
You know what would have been great if they dropped you off at Runyon Canyon? You would have. That's awesome.
Is that where people just hike up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Hike up to the top. You see the Hollywood
That would
sign.
be
You
cool.
see
I'd love
all
that.
of LA.
The kid that was driving mentioned that. Do you remember him mentioning that?
Runyon Canyon's great. And you see all sorts of celebrities like just in their like little track outfits, like jogging around. Oh, everyone goes there. It's so great. Runyon Canyon.
I gotta fix that camera.
Yeah, it feels like it's constantly questioning me. Like, huh?
What?
What?
It might be angled like that on purpose because of the sun.
Why would they change it on day 51
Yeah.
or whatever? It's only been like
Yeah,
that for.
I just think
say
they,
53.
I thought it was like
Yeah,
that.
it was
no,
been
they
like
messed
that
it
for
up
like
when
2
they
days now or
took all the
something.
cameras down when it was raining.
Oh,
Oh, that's what I think.
There
That's
you
when
go,
it
yeah.
They
happened.
put it back up there, and I think just
Because it's just the lip. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's not like the camera is,
Correct.
but it's still weird.
Yeah, it's like Wally.
That's what I think of every time they move. I'm like, hi, Wally.
Oh my god, it's like one of my favorite movies.
I really don't like that movie, but if it was just him collecting trash for an hour and a half, I literally would have loved it.
You didn't like the By and Large?
Hated the
By
storyline.
and Large.
Hated it.
I loved it. I was like,
Movie critic.
everyone
Did
in
you see
America
Wally?
is getting
Wally?
obese and won't be able to walk soon.
Oh, all right.
That's what it's about.
Pretty much.
Yeah, they are.
It's about like we fucked our planet so badly that everyone had to get onto giant cruise ships, and when we got on the like in outer space, but like what gigantic like planet-sized cruise ships, and like but on them like everything was automated, so everyone became obese and incapable of actually doing
Moving.
anything by themselves. Couldn't walk, couldn't do anything. Like, they were all in like floating hover chairs with robots that like fed them and did everything. And they left like Wally and all the people to like clean up Earth in their absence. And then finally like Wally finds like life, and when you find life, like apparently everybody's can come back, and that's the whole plot line. But like it was all about like consumption, and like there was the By and Large Superstore, and it was
Does
just
that
like
tickle you?
everything was all about.
I want to see that.
It was, it's great.
Feels good.
It was great.
That's what I
And then it was like all like, how do you get the life
like,
back
stop. It's
on the planet? It's a
Why?
love story. It's a romance.
Oh, here's another one just like it.
It's huge. That's a big bitch.
Oh, that's brown and yellow.
Yep, that's
Brown
UPS.
and yellow.
That's crazy, man. That's huge. That's a huge
757.
Yeah.
Boeing.
I could go for some like
757.
fucking wine.
The plane that I came here on was the nicest plane I've ever been on.
Delta.
Yeah,
American.
Wine. No, definitely meant. I
It
was
was
definitely gonna say wine too. I just
beautiful.
accidentally said
Like the
it, so
inside?
it was weird.
The inside.
So
It was
weird
like a
when I said
flat panel screen and coach, like a big flat panel.
Delta. The Delta planes that I was on had each
Rita's shaved
seat
ice.
in front of you had a TV
I
screen.
get like
And you could buy games. You could
Yeah.
watch movies. You could watch Sports Center.
I feel like
you
I'm-
didn't pay $5, but
American and Delta are really stepping up their game.
well, Delta went bankrupt.
It's called.
So then what happened?
I don't know. I think
it's
like the
ice
government
with ice
like
cream and ice.
like
Oh, that-
bought it
what?
and then like
I
I
never
don't know
heard
what
of
happened.
that.
Delta went through some shit though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they all were. Everyone was
Yeah.
going down except for like JetBlue and Virgin, which are like the bomb.com.
Yeah.
I want
JetBlue's
JetBlue.
great.
I love JetBlue.
Southwest is great too.
Southwest is
Like
awesome.
it's like obviously like the cheapest.
But it's
but
awesome.
It's great. Yeah, it's cheap and
What did I just fly?
And they have
Fly to
South-
Tucson.
Southwest has the most like flights in the nation. I think.
Yeah, it's so
That's nuts.
easy. It's like $50.
You don't
and
have
just
to buy a
easy.
seat. You
no,
know, it's just
you
like
show up,
Yeah, you just show up.
get on
Boom.
that plane.
Number 3. Oh, crap.
Can you buy up on like your boarding position?
Yes.
So you could, get
Yeah,
a
you
higher
can.
cost.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
if you end up
Yeah.
showing up really, really late, then you can just like buy up.
And if you're with an infant or something or like someone in a wheelchair, obviously you get to go first too.
Now boarding.
flown
Do
Southwest
you
once.
do you get to board early on for military, don't you?
Yeah, board first.
Yep.
Wow, that's sick.
They do only do it on like Delta and American
That's
though.
only if you're in uniform, though.
What's the point of boarding first?
I don't know. I get bored. I don't
Yeah, I
actually
wouldn't
want
wanna
to
board
board
No,
first.
I always go
So,
looking.
one-
You can sit the
One positive is
So you
your
don't have to
luggage
wait to get
above,
off.
you know,
Right.
That's true.
Is it what?
putting your luggage above you, like.
Oh,
you can
that's-
put it
that's
If there's not
important.
enough room, they have to take it and put it underneath.
Yeah, I don't have
Plus,
carry-ons
you can put
usually
it right over
anyways.
your section, so if you need it, you don't have to go fucking back to the back of the plane to get it.
And sometimes I'm like exhausted and I
you
just
can
want to get on
literally
the plane to
sit like
sleep.
in
Oh,
the
really?
first row.
Yeah,
seat. That
sometimes
way
I
when
go to
you
the
land,
airport
you're the
just
first one off.
super early and I
Well,
just
not
can't
if it's
keep my
assigned
head up.
seating.
I'm like,
Most planes is assigned seating.
That makes sense.
Be the first one on, but you're still
Most, yeah.
22C.
Yeah.
22C.
I'm a window guy. Anybody else?
I love the window.
If
I
I'm
will
by the window,
always
I
open the
freak
window.
out.
I know.
Really?
Yeah, I can't be by the window.
Oh.
Like I can look, but just being by the window the whole time freaks me out.
I have my head propped against the window the whole time. Like,
I need an aisle. I need to put a leg in the aisle.
Wow, that's an interesting looking one.
leg
Look
in
at
the
that one.
aisle.
That's,
I like the
that's
aisle,
an
too.
MD-80.
MD-80.
Yes, I've seen those before. That's the one, the long one that fucking moves.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's
That's not a passenger plane, right? Is
What?
that like a commercial
That was
plane? What is that?
I mean, just like the physical model of plane. That's an MD-80. Like the turbine
Yeah,
engines
but
are in the
what
back.
kind
They're
of
not
plane
on
is
the
that
wings.
though? There's not. That's not like
It's
a.
not Boeing. No, I think it is Boeing actually.
But it's not like a plane for travel, is it?
No, you could fly in one of those in, like commercial.
Really?
Yeah. It just depends on what the airline has, The craziest part is like when I was on my plane, you go by the hangars and you just see like a huge hangar with like 10 Southwest planes. Like, dude, how
What do you mean?
much? Like,
what plane?
just like when we were like landing and you're just like, we landed and we had to stay on the runway for a while because there was a lot of traffic on the runway, and we just kind of like drove around for a little bit in the plane. And we drove by like all the hangars, like just like the big
hangars,
garages,
yeah.
like
Cool.
the airplane garages. And there's literally like 10 Southwest planes, and they're fixing all the engines, and there's like 100 people in there like doing crazy stuff. Like
I
I want to fly Virgin. I've never flown Virgin. I heard that's like an experience.
It is
Never-
a
never
wonderful
flown Virgin
experience.
either.
Like it's like an experience. Like they have like LED like lighting.
It's
and, like,
beautiful. They have the lighting coordinated so that like it puts you to sleep and it wakes you up. Like it changes color. Like you board and it's like purple, and then like it turns to pink, and then it turns to like light blue, and then it goes off, and then it like goes backwards like a sunrise. Wow. When you're coming down.
Yeah, obviously they have Wi-Fi and all that stuff.
Wi-Fi.
Is it free?
No, it's like $10 for the plane ride.
Almost every plane has Wi-Fi now, though.
Yeah.
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 JetBlue
Delta-
actually doesn't.
Oh, JetBlue doesn't.
They're just now getting it on
They
certain
do have
planes.
some planes that have it though.
Yes.
Because, long story short, my friend's buddy works for JetBlue, and he gave me like a promotional code. He's like, if you get on, punch this in, and it reduces the price by like half.
Oh wow.
So I remember that's the only reason I remember using it. I'm like, oh, it has Wi-Fi. And I punched it in, and it worked.
Dude, Delta, it was $4.99 for whatever you want.
Wow, that's good.
$4.99 like gets you everything, and on a 5-hour flight, that is fucking
Worth it.
Worth it,
Absolutely.
Yeah, it is. I might be making up that it's $10 on Virgin. I don't know.
Dude. No, it could be.
It
$10.
could be like 7, somewhere between 5 and 7. I think. I mean 5 and 10.
I don't think an iPhone battery would last 5 hours if you're on Wi-Fi.
If you
No,
have
they have
if you have a
plugs.
charge case, it will.
Yeah.
I'm
Or if you
Mophie.
just have
Yeah,
I'm obsessed.
I mean, a lot of them
I'm
have.
obsessed.
I mean, don't they have outlets on planes?
What's up?
They have outlets on planes to charge your stuff? No.
Outlets?
Yes,
Not
they
the
do.
cheap planes. I
They do?
go on.
Some, yeah, they do.
Really?
The extra legroom seats on JetBlue have outlets, and the
Like the emergency
extra
exit
space
rows?
seats on Virgin have outlets.
The emergency exit rows?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, JetBlue has those extra legrooms, like it's like the first 5
Oh,
rows.
got you.
The emergency exit row,
That's what I always when I book a flight. I always
and
try to
then
get.
there
the
might be
exit
one
seats.
more section
Always.
of extra legroom
Gotta
seats.
get the exit seats.
And then Virgin has the extra. What do they call it? I just said it. Passenger select or something.
Like, you know, if there's an emergency, you take on the responsibility. Absolutely, we're all fucking dead. Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah,
on.
right?
I'll take it on. Sure.
Yeah, like
Plane's going down, I'll
Yeah.
fucking
We're
help
all
you.
dead.
Yeah. I'll grab the door after we crash into the ground and burn.
Yes, sure. I
Oh,
can
it's
assist.
Well,
in the
no,
event
dude,
of an
there's
emergency.
actually, it happens like,
Sorry.
not more
No,
than
in
you
an
think, I don't want to say
HOH
that, but
shop.
like right before I came here, there's
Yeah,
a video
you
of some
can.
girl that their plane had to make like an emergency landing, and they just landed in like the middle of a field, and like because the plane was messed up, and she was like taking a selfie video, like running away from the plane, like ah! None of you guys saw that?
She was like, "Oh my god, I fucking am alive. That's so weird. Would you have any vodka?" Oh my god, I would love to get some vodka. I can't believe I'm alive.
I've never flown first class.
Me
Ooh, I flew
either.
first class once.
Was it cool?
I just drank a shit ton of beers.
It's free, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
No
worth it.
way.
Yes, alcohol is free.
What the heck?
Anything you want.
Michelob
Virgin
Ultra, I
is
was just
the
pounding
best.
them, watching Batman Dark Knight.
Oh
It was
my
actually
God.
depressing. It was when I got flown home when I fucked up my ankle.
Oh,
So I
that's
got
really
on first class,
depressing.
I had my crutches, my ankle was like fucked, and it was like elevated up, and I just drank a shit ton of beers and watched Batman. So
Did they fly you back first class? Well, that's pretty cool though.
it was sick.
Did you guys
You're
ever
okay, thanks,
see
fuck
Best
me.
Exotic Marigold
I
Hotel?
was like, thanks for fucking
I'm
sending me
only
home the
one,
next
right?
morning, but that's okay.
It's my
You
favorite
still be
movie.
first class.
Budapest Hotel. That's
But it's like when you board an international first class flight, you turn left for first class. So, and in the movie, that's the whole thing that she was like, all she wanted to do is fly first class. That was like her dream in life. And like finally her daughter's like business pays off or whatever, and she gets the ticket and it's first class, and he's like, "Are you gonna be okay?" And she goes, "Yes, I'm turning left." And she walks over to the
International
plane.
first class is like crazy
Yeah,
nice,
it's insane.
right?
Oh, it's insane. This is what like you're like,
wow.
yeah, it's full body one.
Yeah, aren't like the international flight seats still like more comfortable as well?
Yeah, everything is. The whole plane is better.
Wow.
I went on this one trip, to one of my trips to Africa. I went down to Air France, and it was a brand new something. I don't even know what it was, but I mean, I wasn't coaching like the way back, but like I walked through everything, and it looked like a palace, and it had like a gigantic spiral staircase, like big stairs that went like a spiral staircase in a plane that went up to like the second
seen that in
level.
movies.
Is
right?
No.
I was so blown away, and it
Wow.
never moved the whole time. I don't know what it is. You know what it is? It was like
It
the
could be
brand new
A Dreamliner?
Dreamliner.
Is that what it was?
Yes, and it was
Like
disgusting.
it's like a club.
It looks like a club, and it doesn't move. Like from takeoff to landing, I had no idea that we were in the air. Never once did it bump, shimmy, shake. It felt like a yacht. It was unbelievable. The bigger the plane, the
I wanna go on a
less
yacht.
turbulent.
Oh, for sure.
I've never been on one.
Yeah, that's why that's why I don't want to go on private jets. Like I'm like, no. I want to
Yeah,
go
you
on a
live
big
by water,
fucking
too, so
plane.
that's-
But Learjets
Yeah,
don't cut through that shit though.
Oh,
The thing is
Like a
the-
Learjet,
The
like-
private jets doesn't go as high as those commercial
Yeah.
planes
Right,
either.
exactly.
So they don't really mess with. You don't get turbulence. that
True.
much.
I didn't even think of that.
But
I
Learjets
wanna
must
go on
be
a private
designed
jet
to
so
literally
bad.
cut through the
sounds
turbulence.
Like a
slice it.
G5 or G6.
They're cutting through the turbulence.
There's
Really?
no fucking turbulence.
Really?
No.
Oh.
I don't think. I mean, I could be wrong, but
I mean, I would imagine not.
There's a reason
Right.
why those guys are taking him. It's not
Yeah,
because they
there's
have a
a reason,
shitty
yeah.
ride.
Yeah.
Why they pay millions of dollars a month just to have that freaking jet?
I bet you
Probably moving so fast.
the guy we met yesterday has a few.
You think?
He definitely has a G6.
Yeah,
I
for
think he
sure.
has
He has
six
his own G6 for sure. Because usually, like people that like
Just
have
rent 'em.
G5s and G6s, they're like on like planes with other people.
Yes,
so like
exactly.
Drake and like some other like athlete, like Johnny, like I don't even know. They all like are on that plane. They're like, all right, so like we don't own this G6, but we like pay like every month we pay like
For
$1
service.
million to use it whenever we want, but it's not theirs.
There's a
Really?
point
Yeah,
system.
they all like share it. Yeah, they'll share it.
You can buy,
But they don't own it.
I
A
didn't know
point
that.
system with a certain, I don't know what it is, but Lauren is a private stewardess on those things.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and she like when she's not dancing in the box, or like in a circus in Europe, she's crazy. But there's like a point system. You can buy like 60 points for the year, and then depending on when you fly, like you can be like, oh, if of Christmas, they'll be like, okay, great, you can. It's all 60 points.
Yeah.
And but if it's like in the middle of the
Right.
week, you'd be like, okay, great, yeah, you can take the G6 for 3 points.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like,
Wherever
great.
you want.
Yep.
What the hell?
Yep.
And you got someone like Bieber. That dude just legit has
Oh no,
like.
he has his own.
Did he have his
I
own?
think he
Yeah.
has his own. I bet
You
you, it's the
don't
record
think so?
labels.
Yeah.
Oh,
I bet you it's the record. Usually, what they do is they charter through.
What
Like
record label is Bieber too?
Bieber is with.
Rockefeller.
who's your sister with?
Universal Republic.
She is.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Who else is with like Universal?
Can't believe my
Republic?
friend
Jessie J.
didn't-
Isn't there only, like,
Taylor
3?
Swift?
Isn't there only like 3?
What,
Rick-
there's Universal Republic, Warner Brothers,
Capitol,
Atlantic, and Interscope.
Are those just the main big ones? Because I
Yeah.
was gonna say there's hundreds of record labels.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are the big boys.
But like
though.
Universal Music has Motown, Republic, Def Jam. Like there's a
Oh, there's
like
like
subcategories.
Oh,
Correct,
got you,
yeah.
got you.
yeah.
Oh
So-
my gosh, I didn't realize that Universal was that big. Like I told you, my friend got offered a record deal and she didn't take it. I didn't know that was.
No, they're huge.
Holy crap! What was she thinking?
Yeah, Republic is all, and Republic specifically is like.
Steph
awesome.
Kevin, what are you
But yeah,
doing?
they have like who else do they have? Enrique Iglesias.
I'm sure they have a lot more people. You just can't think of them.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who the big ones
Well,
are.
like rappers have their own record label, right?
Like 57 Cent has G Unit.
Like
Eminem has
Lil Wayne
Shady.
and Drake are just Young Money, right? They're not like that's not a sub of anything, right?
If that's true, then they're awesome, because it's very difficult to do. Very, very difficult.
I agree with you though. Like you said, like whoever Bieber's with, he probably has like a
Well-
jet and they charter it for him for the entire
Exactly.
tour. or
But it's
whatever.
like distribution is often different. So like it's like Taylor Swift is on a record label, but then Universal Republic handles the distribution. So it's like
It's odd.
it's all
And then when
weird.
he wants to just
Yeah.
like if he's sitting in his house playing PlayStation, he's like, let's go to Maui. Yo, make a call. Need a jet gassed
Let's
up
go to
about an hour.
Maui.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yo, is it you or something? You know Dan Bilzerian?
Yeah,
You know that guy?
poker player.
Dude.
I hate him and love him at the same time.
Dude.
He's amazing.
He is such a. Do you know who that guy is? Dan Bilzerian.
He's a real famous poker. Well, his dad was a really like a lawyer or something, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. Like, if
and
he-
then he like he's like an amazing poker player.
Yep.
And he's worth like
his main thing
hundreds
is
of millions of dollars.
his main thing is poker, guns, and girls.
And dude, this guy's Instagram is
That's what he's famous for.
unreal. dude.
Really?
Like
Yeah.
his life is like
Yeah.
anyone would do anything for this guy's life. Like he just like he was on ESPN for he threw a porn star off his yacht like into
Yeah.
the water and she like tried to sue him. or
What
something.
the heck?
Yeah.
But like he puts pictures
Yeah, I
up,
heard
like
about
random
that.
pictures. He'd be like, just Wednesday night at the
know.
house, and he's like cooking like he's making a sandwich on top of two naked girls who are like going at it.
yeah.
What?
And it's not no joke. Like it's
It's
every
real.
day.
Like this guy's the man.
Like,
he has
he
like a
pays-
whole like story behind it. I don't want to like get
What's he
into
look
it. but-
like?
He's fucking
Is he
jacked.
attractive?
Jacked with a huge. He has Donnie's beard.
Yeah.
Really?
Jacked,
He's
but
bald.
his beard's straight though. Like
Yeah.
it's
Cut up, taped up.
What's he
and
like? 50?
No, he's
Nah,
like 30.
He's yoked.
No,
though.
this
He's
guy
fucking
is-
yoked.
Like I would think he's hot.
He's a good looking.
yeah,
he's a
he's
good looking
huge.
guy. He's a good looking guy.
He's Caleb with a huge beard, right?
Yeah, he,
Just
I-
Is he
a lot
what's his
bigger.
face from Seasons Canada?
he's huge. He's got the same type of beard lineup, but he's fucking yoked compared to that guy.
Really?
He's like
Monstrous,
Devin
dude.
size. He's like
Monstrous.
Devin size.
This guy's the man.
But
dude.
shorter.
And he just has a huge yacht that he's like,
Yeah.
oh, wake up, let's go to
He
freaking
puts
Maui.
like 12 fucking models that are completely
he
naked.
always is around like 12. Yeah, he's always around like 12 models.
How's
Very
it-
Wolf of Wall Street.
And like he's like packing up to
almost
go.
better.
He's like going to Vegas. Oh no, he
Because
lives
he
in
doesn't work.
Vegas.
He doesn't work, dude. All
No,
he does is play poker.
Every time he shows his luggage, it's all like Gucci. And
There
he'll
he
have,
is, Dan Bilzerian.
Have like 3 or 4 guns, like 8 stacks,
Dude.
like of just cash. And he's like, just another day in the trip, hopping on the private jet, heading
Hi,
out.
Donnie.
Yeah, this guy got famous from Instagram.
Hi,
though.
Rose.
Hi, Rose.
I follow him on Twitter.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, same thing though. He
Same
posts the
thing.
same thing.
Exact
He posts
same
the same
thing.
thing. I don't
Dan
have Instagram.
Bilzerian.
Bilzerian, look him up.
Dude, he is
All right.
the man.
There was one recently before we got here. He has like a chopper, like a custom-made chopper in the middle of his house, and like he's like, look at, I just put new rims
You
on my
shave?
chopper, but it's like 4
I
girls
shaved
like,
earlier today.
like naked, like making out with each other, but you
And
can barely
I
even see the
popped it
chopper.
and got some out, but there's still more in
guy's
there. I'll
the
probably
man.
try it before I go to bed, maybe in the morning or something.
Yeah, maybe try in the morning.
Like, he has the best life on earth.
I mean, there's something that's not
Best life
great
on-
about that.
He loves
How
it.
about true love, Zach?
Dude, what do you need true
He
love for
finds
when
true
you have
love.
freaking 12
He finds true love-
models
he finds true love
on your
every night.
helicopter?
Shut up, Derek.
He's got a yacht, dude. He's got a yacht with like 30 porn stars.
Wow,
Knowing
that's
that-
insane.
Knowing that them 30 porn stars are only hanging out with him because he's got money.
Yeah.
They could care less who he is.
Yeah, that would kind of suck.
And he probably thinks,
Really.
I know they're hanging out with me for my money, but I have an unlimited amount of it. So,
So it happens.
you know what? When I'm done with you, that's why he doesn't feel probably bad about saying, like, if they're like, hey, can we hang out with you again tomorrow? No. You can't. Because I have somebody else that looks like you, but just a little different. I want to
With
switch
a
it
little
up.
bigger boobs.
Yeah. I want bigger something tomorrow, so I'm going to go with that.
It's crazy.
That jet's moving. It's got a little speed to it.
Dang, this one's going
A little
fast.
Southwest, maybe?
That's a 737.
I love that you know this.
Yeah, no, me too.
I used to be
don't-
obsessed with
how?
Engines are on a wing.
Yeah.
What do you think about Virgin Galactic?
What's that? I don't know what that is.
Virgin Galactic? The commercial airline that's going to fly around the planet?
What? What does that mean?
Yeah, it's going to go to the moon, right?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
I would never get on that.
Me either, ever.
It's
Ever.
$250,000 a ticket.
Yeah, Bieber already bought one.
Six passenger plane.
Wait,
Well, I know what I'm doing
You
if I
already
win.
Bieber already
bought
bought
what?
one.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's on the
it's
first.
already-
He's
it's
on the
already
first.
happening.
He's on the first plane.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
But it takes. So it's not supposed to take off for like another 5 years, though, isn't it?
No, I think it's soon. I think it's
Yeah.
super soon.
The guy. What's the guy's name? Bronson.
Yeah, Richard Branson.
Richard Branson.
He's
He's
the
on the
man.
plane. I mean,
He's
'cause
the man.
A trip to the moon isn't that difficult. I mean, I shouldn't say
It's
that.
like 200-something thousand.
It's still difficult, but it's
It's
more
$250,000
practical now.
ticket.
Think about it. When
Yeah.
NASA was flying to the moon, like
That's true. They go
Every-
there pretty
yeah,
often.
like
So they went out.
Yeah,
of
so he
business.
built a commercial plane, 6-passenger commercial plane that's gonna
take people to the moon.
Like you don't get off.
But
you just fly around the moon and come back.
What? For how? What? How
That's
long is the
dangerous,
trip?
dude.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
sounds way too scary.
I actually don't think you go to the moon. I think what you do is you go into the outermost level
Right,
of
so
our
you're like-
atmosphere.
The
so
methosphere?
You're in space, but
Stratosphere,
you're above
thermosphere.
Earth, so you can see.
How
Earth.
long do they fly for?
I don't know if it's like.
But I
it's
know.
like a
I thought.
few
I thought I
hours.
heard Bieber bought a ticket. Like
Do you leave the
Bieber
ozone
Bieber
layer?
does have a ticket.
Do you leave the ozone layer?
I believe so. Yeah.
That's dangerous.
I mean, of course it's dangerous. You're going into outer space.
Because you know there's only like a window that's like 2 degrees that you can leave and come back into.
I
Well,
think,
that's
I
what
think
then
it's
maybe it
around
doesn't go.
8,000 miles an hour. You have to be up that high to break through it.
Yeah,
Oh
so
my
maybe you don't do it. I don't know if you do that. I don't
Not only
know.
that, but to come back in, like for like shuttles to come
Yeah.
back in, there's literally like a window that's like this big.
Yeah, I don't think they
that
do
if you
that,
miss
but-
it, you're burning into.
'Cause I remember I watched the space shuttle take off, and it was like, I think 6,000 or 8,000 miles an hour, and I was like, really, to hold that thing together. But a couple times it didn't hold
Didn't
together.
hold together.
It apart.
Just
Yeah.
exploded.
It has to go that fast to break through that.
That
Because
would
I
be
guess
sick
it
though
has
to
to
go on that
aim where it's
plane.
going. Because once you get out there,
Scary.
you can't.
I don't want to be
That's
on the
ballsy.
first one.
Being an astronaut, you got balls.
Dude.
You got balls.
No, but that
Strap me in
experience
with
is
6
gonna be
other
crazy.
people. Let's do it. That's balls.
Oh, look, the Earth.
Look at all the stars.
I was in the.
Please pass the sugar. I can't see.
Bieber's gonna
Africa.
be on that plane with like freaking bottle, a Magnum bottle of Ciroc, just doing his thing.
Oh,
He's gonna like record a video up there.
I was in the 8th grade when the first
Everyone
space
that
shuttle blew up.
everyone that goes on the plane, I'm
Really?
gonna hate them. They're the worst.
Was it
people on
Apollo
earth.
11?
I can't even imagine.
It's the
That'd
one
be
that had
so
the-
weird.
teacher on it.
Yeah,
and
Columbia.
$7
different
million
people.
Columbia?
to blow
To just
Yeah, Columbia with
on
the girl.
on a 5-hour excursion.
no, I can't.
Am I saying that right? Columbia?
Unbelievable.
I think so.
Let's see, I noticed today, there's a spot right there, it looks like a scar. It's not, it's just some kind of skin patch. It had blonde hairs in it. You know, you can't see it, but in the sun, all my other hairs was dark, but in that little ugly patch was blonde.
Oh wow! Probably because it got damaged, and when it repaired
guess so.
itself, it
Then I noticed it looked like possibly some hairs growing back. I
have
can't
no
wait
idea.
to
It's
take pictures and send it to Devin.
I have no idea.
Real weird woman.
Frankie probably knows.
Frankie. I mean, I know her. I just see her name blank. Who sings Paparazzi?
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. Her, supposedly she's filming her next video part
In
of it
space?
on the moon. Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I hate
Seriously.
her.
What is this life?
I hate
Like,
her.
Well, she's just
I love
nuts.
Lady Gaga, dude.
I do too, but I
She's
kind of
crazy.
hate her.
so
Like
weird.
it's like I have a love-hate relationship with her.
She's tight.
But she's awesome.
She wears the weirdest.
Oh my
thing.
god.
I saw one she had all red meat on her.
yeah, I remember that.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes I'm like, oh my god, I love you, and sometimes I'm like, what,
Just
are,
like
you, what are you
straight
doing?
fucking steaks.
What are you doing?
Covered her entire body. I'm like, that can't be.
She's
done.
Derek,
wearing
you were so
actual
into
meat?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wore a stringed, like,
Her
Meat
whole
dress.
body.
She
Her
wore
whole
a
Yeah.
meat dress. It
Did
was
she-
Of real meat.
meat.
Yup.
Yes, of like rancid,
Steak.
rotting corpse.
Did
of
she have
animal.
bodyguards with fly swatters going around knocking the flies out?
What?
Yeah, literally, like she
Did
put
it look
on.
good?
no.
She was making a statement about something. I forgot what it was. She was protesting or something.
Yeah,
but-
meat.
But her, supposedly her next video, she's shooting with her on the moon.
Wow.
I mean, it's not gonna work because she's not gonna be able to be outside of a spacesuit.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like,
And you're going to be like, who is that?
yeah, exactly. Maybe in zero G she's shooting.
Wait, what was
Is it?
that movie called? Gravity, where they like.
That was the best movie I've
Sandra
ever seen.
Bullock?
I have to see that
It was
movie.
the best movie I've ever
Sandra
seen.
Bullock. It was good. George Clooney, Sandra Bullock. Really good.
You're too stressed out. I don't think I could do it. I made my mom tell me the ending so that if Tim wanted to see it, that I wouldn't freak. That
It was great.
Isn't there? Where's the space station?
It's in Cape
Canaveral?
Cape Canaveral, right?
No, but isn't there some like an outer space
Space,
station?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's
there's,
abandoned. Right?
Well,
the
no.
Russian one? Isn't it abandoned?
well, are you talking about the satellite where people still live on it, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
That's still there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's got, I think it had, the last I heard, it had like a Russian and possibly some other, because several nations share it
Right.
It's in Gravity.
So someone lives on it?
all the time.
All the time.
Why?
I think it's for weather, and there's a lot of things they're able to do from
And
under there.
those photographs, you know,
Yes.
Yeah,
when
Google
you
Maps.
Google Map, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow.
Google Maps is so sick. You
I
can
love
literally
thing
Google
ever.
Maps.
look
I think they
at
have
your
that. I
house.
wonder how they get food.
I see my parents' cars.
It's so creepy.
It's unreal.
They
weird.
probably got all kind of
Scary.
paste
Because
and
that's
stuff
just
that
what we
they
get to
eat.
see. Imagine
Yeah.
the
Dry-
version that the government has.
sealed, vacuum
Dude,
sealed
They've
that's
seen in
stuff
the
true.
fucking windows
that they
live.
have to squirt into.
They want
yeah.
it. Like we get updated photos
They
every 6
recycle their
months,
urine.
8 months.
Probably use
Oh, it
those
updates every
Apple-
6 months?
Something
those
like that.
Apple
Because I
stuff.
know that
Yeah.
like where I live
Packs.
now,
Gosh.
it doesn't like the
have
house
to
doesn't look
stomach,
anything
but
the
I
same.
guess
Like,
more
it's like,
liquid.
like trees were cut
More
down.
It's crazy, like going on Google
Yeah.
Maps and just typing in my address, and it gets right. That's where your house
You know,
is.
And they
sometimes
may
I
have an
like Bing
experiment
Maps
with
better,
growing
too.
Well,
Ew.
lettuce and
And
stuff.
depending
just
on where you're
experiment with
looking.
stuff.
Really?
Like I look
How
at
big
a
is the
certain
thing
house,
they stay
and I look up on Bing, and sometimes it's better. Most of the time,
I've
it's
seen
Google.
a
It's better.
thing not long ago.
But every once in a while,
it's
they're
a
like, "Ooh, Bing
small
has a better
capsule
angle of
where
it."
this
Interesting.
Well, I use
Asian guy, but he was
on
an
my.
American.
I mean,
was
obviously
in
you have
there,
a Mac. Like
ooh,
the
it showed
the maps, the
9/11
actual app that's
happened.
on your computer.
They've seen it
Is that
from
run
the
by
satellite
Google?
Yeah.
dish. They could
I-
see the smoke coming
Yeah.
up.
It might be through Google, but
Thought so.
Perfect.
because
I thought it
Apple,
was
I never. I
Google.
just use that one.
Apple has a good one now.
I don't even use like Google Maps. I just go to my
think
the
you can
app
buy
on
the
your
Apple
MacBook
and
that's
get
just
home.
Maps.
Yeah, I use Google Maps. I go back. That one doesn't work. Well, because I use it to walk in New York City, like the walking directions,
gotcha,
and
gotcha.
it doesn't work very well. Google
I'm surprised you
Maps
don't have Google Glass for New
No,
York.
Apple Maps is
These
atrocious.
things?
It's
Yeah.
gonna mean so much trouble.
I don't.
I would love to try that.
I'm not ready.
Yeah.
I would love to do that.
Bring me to the nearest Starbucks.
There, no,
Bing, comes
for
up on
some
your
reason
screen.
I
we've
mean,
had
like,
really
tell
weird
me
luck.
what I've
If
seen
we
that
go
yet?
anywhere in Phoenix,
Sick.
it takes us to the
Or
same spot.
glasses.
Google
No matter
Glass.
if you type
It's,
in an airport or in a
glasses, but it's all
zoo or
framed, just one
whatever.
little screen.
It's
My
happened
buddy,
3
was
times
one of
already
the
to
people
us. We're like, what
accepted
the hell?
to
We're
do
the same
promotion, like,
airport.
the first 1,200 people, or whatever.
No, it's
Try
I
it.
horrible,
told him the
especially
first,
when she's
like,
on everywhere.
1,500
It's just
people,
always
but he
sucks.
still had to pay $1,200.
Like most likely, I'll wait until Mac has a version.
Aren't you the one that said you had a friend that graduated with
Yeah,
him?
and there was like huge like thing. They're like, you can't do that. He's like, well, I am going to.
He walked
So
across the
stop
stage
me.
with him on.
How could they stop him? Yeah, I mean, how
Wait,
could-
with what on? Sorry. Oh,
he
Google
works for
classes.
Google.
Okay.
He got a job with Google before he like graduated.
So needless to
and
say,
at graduation, like this kid's like walking right behind me with Google glasses on. Yeah.
he was a fucking genius. I'm assuming.
Oh, dude, getting a job from Google?
Yeah, genius.
Dude, are you kidding me?
You ever seen that movie with Owen Wilson and?
Yes.
Intern?
The
interns.
Internship.
The interns.
I mean,
That's all right.
Internship.
But you know what? I'm sure it's kind of like that, like so competitive, where like
It's
literally.
exactly like that for
Alright,
sure.
well, that's what I'm saying, like, the
Big
movie
Brother
was
before I
okay,
got
but-
here.
And that was just-
someone had captured a
Oh, no, that was
satellite
for a job,
that
wasn't
was
it?
going
No!
on.
So I want to come up with an.
If they were the best, they would get offered the internship.
Yes.
The internship,
And
right?
I-
Okay, so it wasn't even for a
What,
job.
what was the thing that
first time.
Vince Vaughn came out? He's like,
Can't
so I
talk
want to
about
start
it, but
something where
I wanted to see how
you could be
close I
walking
was to the
around,
ocean, and
you
I
snap a
Google
photo,
mapped
and you
it,
could
and
post it
I
on the
was
line.
very close
And
to
it
it.
goes-
Online.
You mean
Like
online? Yeah,
Instagram.
exactly, on the line.
Yeah, they're like,
Like
it's,
the-
It's called
like
Instagram. What do you want to call it? He's like,
I don't
I want to
know.
call it Instachat or something.
That's the shit, yeah.
Smart.
Dude, I thought internship was hilarious.
I thought it was
It
pretty
was
good.
funny.
There was
I
another
thought
he's
it
like,
was really
you
fun.
love me.
I wish
I'm
I
growing
saw
on you.
it.
I didn't think
I
I'd
thought
ever
it was
see it,
Smoke
but I
bomb, the
did
lady
when we
who
took
Owen
off.
Wilson's going
They-
after.
all of them goes
Or
out of
Vince
He's
the
using
window.
permanent markers
Goes.
on the glass.
Oh, yeah.
So I seen
He's
that.
just-
one out.
They were like,
Catalina
drink a
or
beer
whatever.
with the coworker, green, and all the other kids do red. He's like, Vince Vaughn looks around and he's like,
He's like, but what if I wanted to have a beer with you, just casually, like after
ca-
this, like
casual.
outside of work? He's like, no, that's not acceptable. He goes,
Dude, the coolest things is they sleep in like the eggs and shit.
people go like during work to take a nap.
No, that's exactly how it is. Like Google, like I
oh, that was really filmed at Google, so yeah, it's
Yeah,
all
no.
real.
At Google, you every single day
Don't that
you have
hurt?
to take an hour away from
Do
your
it
work
again.
and work on your own like
God.
projects. It's mandatory. Like for
Really?
an hour a day,
Yeah.
you have to stop work.
It's like a college campus, isn't it? I mean,
That
it's like
one's-
a
Yeah, it's a
quad.
campus,
Hour,
yeah.
but
And
this
then
one's-
also
this
you
one's
get a month
knotted
off.
up.
Like
Thanks,
you
Frankie.
have to take a month
That
off
looks
work
like
every
it
year.
have to hurt.
You have to what?
You have to. Hey, you have to. You don't
That's
have a
smart
choice.
though. That's how people get there.
Like a great
Thanks,
work
friends.
environment makes you want to just be better.
Exactly. Ah, that's genius.
that
That's why
one's
they
like
have to
Amazon
work
does
that
it.
way.
Google does it.
That has like an extra knot in it right
cookies?
there.
No, thank you. I
Called a
can't
double
eat
Do you
that.
want
Hard to get.
cookies?
I don't
Hey,
have it in this one, though.
Are you
cookie.
making cookies?
Hey, cookie. Say one of the
Arnold was the
cookies.
first person to ever have a double bicep.
You can know how to
No, I just want to
cookies.
smell them though.
Okay, Zach.
Because your
You
bicep
know how
is
to
split in
cookies
two, goes
because
like
there
this.
is no for
But
it
usually
is
one
slows.
is bigger than the other, so
Okay.
you never get
I am
clean enough
sorry,
to
I
see
know.
the
Just
other.
hold your arms
Thank
straight.
you for taking my
They don't
plate,
look like
Frankie.
they'll be that
Okay.
big when you make a muscle.
Sure.
Yeah, they
The
don't.
week is high. Okay.
Make a muscle,
He's
that's
gonna
big
go
old
inside you fuckers.
It's gonna be like
Weird.
Yeah.
I am stupid.
Google.
Google's sick, dude. Google's sick, dude. Unreal.
How to
No, I just want to smell
cookies.
them though.
It's a-
Okay,
it's a-
Zach.
Because your
You
bicep
know how
is
to
split in two,
cookies
goes
because
like
there
this.
is no for
But
it
usually
is
one
slows.
is bigger than the other, so
Okay.
you never get
I am
clean enough
sorry,
to
I
see the
know.
Just
other.
hold your arms straight.
Thank you for taking my
They don't
plate,
look like
Frankie.
they'll be that
Okay.
big when you make a muscle.